Hi, I'm Matt, and this is Procrastination Garage. All right, this might be a little anticlimactic if it does nothing, but let's see if it'll turn over and start or whatever. Ain't got enough juice. What is wrong? I popped that fuse, that's what. Drawing too many amps through the fuse. We'll try a 30 amp fuse. We're doing this kind of backwards. I'm lazy. Yeah, it doesn't like that. All right, damn it. Hey guys and gals, do me a favor, hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button, and also tell all your friends. Thanks. It's Thursday morning and Dog and I are headed back to the mountains. Guess what we're doing? Remember the firewood we brought home a couple weeks ago? Well, we got it split fairly quickly, but then I got busy prepping for last weekend's camping trip. Never had a chance to take it back up there, so Dog and I are doing it today. We had hoped to get somebody to come with us. I asked a couple friends, and one guy's out of town, another's busy, and daughter's working, and oh well, there were a couple other people I could have asked, but you know what? It's not that big a deal to do it myself. Fall is definitely here. The forecast high temperature today is 65 degrees in town, which means it'll be a bit cooler up in the mountains, which is the reason I've got a jacket, sweatshirt, and gloves. I'm prepared. Apparently it's slow vehicles ahead. Who would have thought the side-by-sides are running this slow? Well, hopefully they'll move out of the way at some point. Yeah, they're going a different way. Clear sailing ahead. Almost there. Look, a little bit of snow. What do you think, Dog? Are we almost there? Yeah? Made it.
think she's sweet as candy. I know you wanna be with her, but Josie got a reputation to scratch behind that curve. She's got her little game perfected. She'll let you think you have control, and then one day when you least expect it, she'll steal away your soul. It's so easy when you think you're winning, but she's got herself another plan. You think you're being clever like a modern man, but Josie has the upper hand. I know you're not to blame, and there's no shame in falling for her siren. But while you're still a man, you better get out while you can. It's so easy when you think you're winning, but she's got herself another plan. You may think you're being clever like a modern man, but Josie has the upper hand. It's so easy when you think you're winning, but she's got herself another plan.
What do you think? Looks pretty full, right? And from the inside too, yeah, I'd say it looks good. I was a bit surprised when I got up here today and found the wood stove, the hearth is gone. Wood stove sitting over there. I guess they're getting ready to re-pour that. And they got some boxes over there in the corner. I'm not sure what those are. Those cardboard boxes are empty. It looks like it said some kind of like fiberglass antenna or something. I'm guessing it had nothing to do with up here and probably one of the buildings outside, one of the communication towers or something. And they're just putting the cardboard in here so somebody will burn it when the wood stove gets put back. Works for me. How about we take a lunch break? Look, a rainbow. There's the other end of it. Not much view today with all the cloud and fog. Our work here is done. Time to head back to town, I guess. So reading the logbook, said there was 2 inches of snow up here 2 days ago. What, dog? Are you ready to go home? You think it'll be treat time when we get home? Yeah, pretty close. All right, folks, this isn't good. Guess where we're back? With Ford dealer. You know why? I've got a terrible exhaust leak. Well, I say terrible. I've got an exhaust leak leaking into the cab and trying to figure out what it is. So we're bringing the truck back on Monday to drop it off. Hopefully it's just a rubber hose or something. He's talking exhaust manifold that could be cracked. I don't think that's the case, but you know what? Trust dealers as far as you can throw them, and that'll be spendy. So we'll find out next week. So we've got a bit of a cat fight going on here. This cat is Bear. This is my kitty, and just inside the cat door is a black cat that doesn't really belong to anybody, but he kind of hangs out over the neighbor's house. And these two do not get along at all, and it's really too bad. They're both definitely alpha males. You know, I had Bear fixed, and I thought that would maybe tame him down. The other cat probably is not, but they go at it when they get a chance. And I hate to see it. The black cat, he spends a lot of time inside the shop, sleeping upstairs. He goes in the pump house. He eats all the food and everything. He doesn't belong to anybody. And it's too bad he's not friendlier, because I wouldn't mind him being friends. But they don't want to. They just want to fight. It kind of feels like I've been shirking my duties over at the rental, and maybe I have. I haven't mowed in, well, it's 2 weeks as of today. So we need to get set back up for mowing and go over there and do that. It's Friday around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Green truck is back in work mode. Got the trailer hooked back up. Got the mower loaded. And inside we've got the weed whacker. And then also we've got the little step stool because our renter asked if I would pull the air conditioners out today. So we'll do that too. Just got back from mowing and pulling air conditioners. Nah, there's no reason to videotape anything over there. You've seen it all before. I will show you the air conditioner project here in the next day or so though. It's Tuesday afternoon, and while the fun thing would be to put the KLR back together enough to go take it for a ride and see what it does, what we're going to do instead first, let's take care of these air conditioners that I took out last week. So every year when I take them out, what I do is I clean them up. You can see they're all covered in dirt and everything. But more importantly is I take my air compressor and a nozzle and I blow them out real good because they get a lot of dust inside them. And then we put them away until next year. So let's do that. It's still Tuesday, and we've gone about as far as we can go with the air conditioners. I'll tell you about that hopefully tomorrow when I wrap that project up. Anyway, what we need to do here, before we can ride the thing, just two things. We need to put the shifter back on, and we need to get the seat on. When it was on the stand, and you guys could hear it, it sounded like there was a whole lot of rattling going on. I think most of the rattling was from tools on the stand and the stand itself, so I don't think that's the case. KLRs are not necessarily quiet motorcycles, but I wasn't hearing anything really out of the ordinary. But I was hearing all those rattles, and I'm guessing you guys were too. But anyway, let me get the shifter on and the seat on and see if we can get it started. Or I may have to start it and then put the seat on. We'll see. The shifter is on. We don't need to put that little sprocket guard on. We're not going to need the side covers. We're not going to need the skid plate. So all that's left is the seat, but I'm going to go ahead and take it down off the stand first. Let's see if it'll start without the jump pack. right, the KLR is back on the motorcycle stand. The issue is every time putting it in a gear is not a problem, but as soon as I start to let the clutch out, it dies. And the indicator, or that is an indicator that it's the switch for the kickstand, which is a cable that operates from there. See it going back and forth, and it comes up to that actual switch right up there. And so, in theory, my problem is probably right up there at that switch. And this is kind of flaky. It wasn't well lubricated. It wasn't quite going back like it was supposed to. I've got the spring off of it right now. Anyway, I think it's better when it's all the way up. There's no movement here, so it's showing it's all the way up. Now, right now, I've got the switch disconnected up above, but in order for that to work, I have to short out the other end of it. So I'd just soon not do that. I'd really like to get this thing working. What I may need to do is replace this cable right here, because I think that's where most of my problem is. But anyway, I think I've got it licked now, so I need to put this spring back on. I need to put this cover here back on, and then there's a cover here that goes on, and I've managed to lose all the screws. That screw maybe goes to one of them, but I don't think so. I need to look around. It was outside when I took one of them off, so I need to look in the gravel. The good news is I found this screw, and I reconnected the wiring harness up there, so we're all set. I've got the spring back on. Everything seems to be working. I did not find this screw, which is a smaller screw, and I think maybe a longer screw. It's probably out in the gravel somewhere, and I'll probably never see it again. That's all right. I'm sure we can come up with a metric bolt to replace that. I'm not worried. And we don't need it for now, so let's try again, get the thing fired up, and see if it goes into gear and I can let the clutch out. I searched one more time. I did find another bolt, so it's all back together. Now, any chance it'll start without putting the battery pack on, which means I have to take the seat back off. Nope. So what's the scoop? Not sure. I mean, it runs good, especially at the lower RPMs, but it is breaking up. Sometimes I can get it to run up to 5,500, 6,000 RPMs. Other times it starts breaking up around 4,500 RPMs. So I really think that we should probably pull the carb and clean it before we worry about anything else. That may or may not fix it. I don't know. You know, a new spark plug probably wouldn't hurt either. Not going to make it into this video, but hey, I think we've made a lot of progress. Oh, so what you guys didn't see was when I took a ride down into the grass. And in the video, it looks pretty seamless. I went down, turned around, came back up, and came screaming by here. Maybe not screaming. Actually, what happened was I went down, I turned around, I came back up, and I stopped right here. And I thought, you know what? A better video would be if I go back down and come back up and drive up and out of sight that way. So I went down there to do that, and I got down around the tree over there, and I stalled it. So I had to take the battery pack down there and everything and start it up again. In fact, I've got to go down there and pick up the battery pack now. Hey, just some behind-the-scenes information. It's Wednesday morning. I'm driving the white truck. We picked it up yesterday around, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And they assured me that it's good to go. What did they do to fix it? They said they pressure washed it. They found some oil puddling up somewhere and that they pressure washed it, and that's what the smell was. Well, here's the thing. Absolutely, that is not what the smell was. The smell was diesel exhaust pre-catalyst. I mean, if anybody's been sitting next to a old Cummins or anything, and you know that smell, that was the smell I was getting. And if you smell the rear of a diesel engine anymore, they smell completely different. It's not really a good smell, but it's definitely a different smell. Anyway, so they assure me that it's fixed. So I'm taking on a test drive to prove it myself. So if it is fixed, what that tells me is they actually did find something loose, like a clamp or something, and for whatever reason they don't want to admit it. Or it is not fixed, and I'm going to smell it after I finish my drive, or by the time I finish my drive. So let's go along and see. I've been driving Toby's for a couple hours now and trying to do as much stop and go traffic as I can, because that's where I was smelling it. I'm still getting a whiff every once in a while, but it's not like it was. So I think something's been done to fix it. I'm going to let it go another day. I'm going to drive it tomorrow again and see what that does for me. On the real positive side, they did recalibrate my computer for the tire size, so I'm now accurate, because I was off by about 5 miles an hour, 70, 75 miles an hour, and I didn't get a bill for that, so I guess that's a plus. But is the truck fixed 100% for the exhaust coming into the cab? I don't know. Stay tuned. There's 2 more things we have to do in regards to the window air conditioners to put them away for the fall. Each window, I have 3 air conditioners I put in, and above each air conditioner is one of these pieces of plexiglass that fits in there, so they have a window above the air conditioner instead of a piece of plywood or cardboard like some people do. And then that is sealed up using foam insulation stuff. So at the end of the season, what I do is I take this stuff, and each one of these packets goes to a different piece of plexiglass, and I use this stuff here to seal everything up. Now, this is the stuff you buy at U-Haul, and I'll tell you what, if you're going to spend the money on this kind of wrap stuff, get the U-Haul stuff. It is way better than any of the other stuff I found. In fact, I went to U-Haul today to buy a couple because I just run out. So let me get these all wrapped up, and I'll show you what it looks like. There we go. All 3 of them packaged up, protected, ready to go next spring. The last thing we need to do is clean these stands. This is what the air conditioners sit on over at the rental houses. That one there, the big one, is for the one that's in the kitchen window. That's for one of the kids' rooms. And then this is how they work. This basically just fits over the lip of the window when the window's open. And then this part here rests against the siding. Nice little setup. Anyway, I need to clean those up and get those put away. We're going to call them good enough. Yeah, I got all the cobwebs off and all the dust off of them. Yeah, that one there needs a coat of paint. Yeah, we'll get to it one of these days. There we go. We're calling this project done. There's 3 air conditioners right across in there. There's the plexiglass windows and the styrofoam, or the insulation goes around them. And then up there are the stands that they sit on. So I still have room here. This is for the air conditioners that are in our house, which need to be taken out at some point. And I got a couple air conditioners that'll go there, and then I've got a stand or 2 that go up there. So, but that's not going to happen today. So that's it. Let's wrap this up. You see that tucked back in there? That's a 1996 GMC high-top Safari all-wheel drive minivan. I don't know if I'd call it a minivan, mid-size van. Anyway, that's an upcoming Procrastination Garage project. Probably not anytime soon, but it's coming. That's a wrap on this week's Procrastination Garage. I appreciate you guys hanging around till the end. Hey, I think this was a monumental week. The KLR is down off the motorcycle stand and running under its own power. No, she's not 100% yet, but at least we've got a direction to go now. And also took a trip up the mountains and got rid of some firewood. That was a worthy cause. Down in the comments, tell me about the projects you're working on, or better yet, tell me about the things you're procrastinating about. Remember, the number one goal of Procrastination Garage is to keep me motivated, to get me working out in the shop, playing up in the mountains, or working out in the yard, whatever. I hope you'll come back next week. Remember, my name is Matt, and this is Procrastination Garage. See ya.